Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm glad you guys are here. I'm JB Gunner, aka Teardrop. Now, as I proceed with my through hike here, I want to give a special shout out, as I did the other day, today to a gentleman by the name of Brian. He came through, he took me out to breakfast, gave me some other trail magic. And I want to give a special shout out to Brian because I was apprehensive about meeting other people. And I want to say this about Pennsylvania. Some of the people that I've met out here, whether it be trail angels, friends, supporters of the channel, they've all been great people. And so he came out here. He actually took me to breakfast. Wanted to kind of give me a few things as I work my way out of Pennsylvania. And so I do want to say thank you to Brian. He's a scoutmaster. A scoutmaster. He is a former police officer or current police officer. I couldn't remember which one, but I do want to say thank you to him. And I know the other day when I shout out Todd, I mentioned that I was apprehensive about meeting him because he did not have an avatar, but he did contact me, and I found out later he was a police officer, so I was a little bit more comfortable with doing so. But I did meet up with him. We had some great conversation about the scouts, about hiking, about a little bit of politics in there, different things like that. And it was an outstanding breakfast. And so I do want to say to YouTubers out there, if you have supporters, take the time to thank them, but also at the same time, if you know for sure that they're good people, don't be afraid to step out of your safety box, your safe space, and meet them. Because a lot of times it'll be how you meet some of the best people you'll ever meet in your life. And many of the people that I've met along the Appalachian Trail in situations like this have become some of the best friends I've ever had. Thank you. I appreciate that, Waco. Wacko. I definitely appreciate that. Uh, so I, Danish Monk, I appreciate you as well. He says lots of good folks out there, JB. Absolutely. And I think that a lot of times when you're hiking this trail, uh, sometimes the kindness that is shown to you by other people within the community, it is something that will shock you because you're not used to regular society being that kind. So once again, I want to give a shout out to Brian. I appreciate you taking the time to come out here. He drove quite a bit to meet me, and with that situation, yeah, absolutely. Underdog on the Appalachian Trail says, "Right on, brother. Spread the love." And that's another thing is us Appalachian Trail hikers. This is what something I try to do when I'm not hiking is do the same thing that these brothers, that these people do for me. You know, Sue sent me a box to Port Clinton, so shout out to Sue M as well. That when you're dealing with a lot of these people, they care. They become emotionally invested in your journey. And unfortunately, sometimes I can. Thank you, James Bailey. I appreciate that. So many times on the path, a lot of us get so caught up in the trolls and the people of that nature that it's easy for us to overlook some of the really good people that's out here. So I just want to say thank you to all of you people that support not only me, but other hikers along the trail. You guys are amazing people. And there's people that have supported me that have their own through hikes to worry about this year, such as probation termination and people like that. And, you know, so I just want to say to you guys that when you get these acts of kindness from strangers on the Appalachian Trail, make sure that you kind of you appreciate it because there's a lot of people on this trail, and I've seen it with my own eyes that do not appreciate it. There's a lot of people on this trail that is very entitled, and I assure you, I never am. So whether it's you sending me a donation to my PayPal, whether it's you subscribing to my Patreon, whether it is you coming out and meeting me in person, or even mailing me a box, I want you all to know that I appreciate that very much. So, and I do appreciate you, Brian. I appreciate the wonderful breakfast. We had a great breakfast. Appreciate you, Sue. I appreciate Todd Stahl, who literally slack packed me 3 days in a row. Amazing people, and that is one of the blessings of being out here is you meet some of the absolute best people in the world. And I know a lot of us and a lot of you guys have support from home, and that's all good, and it's great. But when you get support from complete strangers, it gives you hope for the world that's out here. It gives you a little bit of hope. And so once again, I just want to say thank you to Brian, and thank you to all of you guys who do support. And to other through hikers, remember when you get off the trail, when you're done with your through hike, pay it forward. Pay it forward. Provide some trail magic. Thank you, Sue. I appreciate that. But always remember, hikers, pay it forward. Yes, you can. Underdog on the Appalachian Trail is a channel that I do subscribe to, and I want to recommend you guys also go subscribe to Underdog on the Appalachian Trail. Numbers Hike says, what happened with your last 16 into Duncannon? By the way, love your channel. Been a fan for a minute. I dug your prior channel too. We have similar backgrounds. I'll tell you what. I will go ahead and release the minute I end this live stream. I will, because there's a lot of people that's been asking me, because I did leave you guys out on a cliffhanger. I will release that video if you do me one favor. You go subscribe to Underdog on the Appalachian Trail. Go subscribe to Sue M. Go subscribe to these people, because they also need your support, your thumbs ups, your well wishes as they engage in whatever journeys that they have next, whether it be the Appalachian Trail or whatever they're doing. So anyways, I thank you all very much. I appreciate everything. And Brian, I definitely appreciate you. But Numbers Hikes, I'm going to go ahead and release that just for you. And for I've got a couple other inquiries on it. I will release that, the final video, into Duncannon today. Now, I got a couple other videos I'm not going to be able to release till tomorrow. And in the next day, I try to keep those videos. That way, when I'm out hiking, there's a few videos you can get while I'm out hiking. So, anyways, I appreciate every last one of you. And you guys all also that have journeys, I support you. Remember, there's a lot of people that's already out there, and there's a lot of people that's starting soon coming up. Probation termination is one of them. Scoutmaster on the AT is another one. And you'd be surprised how much just positive comments, thumbs ups, and maybe a little trail magic here and there. Maybe a little bit of trail magic makes their day. Thank you, Danish Monk. But anyways, so once again, thank you all very, very much. And I got a cold one ahead of me. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. And I will go ahead and release that video for you. And Sue M says 2 weeks until go time. That's amazing. I should be I should be out there in the Georgia area around mid February. Just so you guys know, I wanted to be ahead of the bubble, and I already have my trail legs going into it. So a lot of you, I'll see you, but not for long, because I'm out here getting my trail legs now. So hopefully I'll be able to stay ahead of the bubble. I'm not too big into fighting for hotel space. Underdog on the Appalachian Trail leaves in 16 days. February 18th, pushing off. Absolutely. Todd Stahl, my man right there, and you'll see it in the video I'm about to make. He called me, literally. Thank you, Country RD. I appreciate that. Todd Stahl called me, right? Hold on. Numbers Hike says they're going to leave in March. So March 1st, he said he may have to wait a little bit. Make sure you go subscribe to Numbers Hike, I believe it was. Subscribe there, too. But Todd Stahl called me, literally. I was on the bridge heading to Duncannon, right? And he was like, where you at? He's like, wouldn't it be funny if I just did a drive-by and started throwing cheeseburgers at you? And I was literally on the bridge. I was like, no, it wouldn't be funny, because if one of them motherfuckers goes behind me, I'm jumping right in this water to go get it. You know us hikers, we ain't wasting no damn cheeseburgers. So, anyways, Todd Stahl's a great guy. Brian Hostetter is a great guy. I appreciated meeting him, and thank you all. But make sure you guys go subscribe to Todd Stahl's Underdog on the Appalachian Trail, Numbers Hike, and Sue M. A lot of great people out here. And anyway, I'm going to go ahead and close this stream down. Damn right, you're damn right. Those cheeseburgers are great. Hike On is in the house. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, them cheeseburgers are great. Oh yeah, Blessing of Adventure. My man is. Let me go ahead and talk about Blessing of Adventure. If you guys didn't see Paul last year, if you did not see his blessing, his all of his videos, Blessing of Adventure is coming back out this year. He came out last year, did a section, uh, but he's starting from Duncannon. When was that Blessing of Adventure? Make sure you guys go subscribe to his channel too. He sent me his book last year. I interviewed him on the Hiker Spotlight on my old channel, which is no longer here, unfortunately. I do still have the video, I believe, though. He's going August. August, he's going South Sobo. So big shout out to Uncle Paul, man. I'm rooting you on, Paul. No doubt about it, as you are me. And Walking Trails with Michelle says, so excited to see him start again. Exactly. Last year he came out and he started in New York, I believe it was, and he got a shock of what the AT is about. And I understand that, Paul, because when I first came out on the AT back in 14, I was almost 300 pounds, bro, and it was a shock to me as well. And as you see, here a couple of years later, I'm still pushing, I'm still going for it. And so I see you're coming back. So I'm rooting for you, Paul. And if there's anything I can do for you on your hike, you let me know, and I'll whatever it takes. By the time you're starting in Duncannon, southbound, I should be up here. So around here. So maybe we'll pass, and I hope so, because I'd like to sit down and have a burger or two with you. Silver, I couldn't see that. I think it said Silver Fox. I couldn't see that. He said, proud of us both. Thank you so much. But, you know, the truth of this is there's a lot of positivity in this hiker community, and it's all of you guys. And, you know, I don't mess with the whiteblaze.orgs or the trail journals or even the hiker forums on Facebook. And a good portion of that reason, a good reason is because you see so much negativity. You know, on YouTube, you can kind of block it out, if that makes sense. And, you know, with me being so open and honest about who I am on my YouTube channel, it draws in a lot of critics, a lot of people who, who want to see me fail because maybe I'm a conservative and they're not, or maybe I curse and they don't. There's a million reasons. So to see you people who can look past some of the things that I say or do that you may not like, and just look at the journey, the adventure, I appreciate all of you. And Sue Williams says, me either. I just don't want to deal with the negativity. Exactly. And in all those groups, that's what you get. Scott Taylor says, I like it. You are who you are. Thank you. I appreciate that, Scott. And so I just want to say thank you to Brian once again, and thank you to all you guys for supporting the channel. Thank you guys for being here. And I appreciate that, Underdog. And you'd be surprised how much your comments mean to me when I'm sitting there cold in the shelter. You guys see it's a tough winter, especially up here in PA where I'm hiking. It's a tough winter. So sometimes when I sit down and I get a chance to read comments, it means a lot. You know what I'm saying? And you guys that are going to hike this year, you will see that as well. When you're out there hiking and you get a chance to either get in town and read the comments or get in a shelter and read the comments, they will help you as well. But I got one piece of advice. Never let the negative ones stop you, because that's what the negative ones want you to do. They want you to stop for whatever reason that they have. So that's all I'm saying to you guys. All right, I love each and every one of you. I appreciate everything. And thank you for being here for this stream. And thank you for watching my attempt this year on this through hike. And we're going to get it done this year. And we're getting this bullshit-ass state, Pennsylvania, this extremely difficult Pennsylvania, out of the way. And that way I get to skip it and the snakes and all this when I come back. So I'll see you guys in Georgia soon, and it won't be long, 2 weeks away. Thank you, Scott. He says, I believe you're going to make it. I hope so, brother. I hope so. Thank you, Sue. Sue M says, stay warm, you'll make it. All right, guys, I'm out of here. And you guys all have a wonderful weekend, and I'll have that next video coming to you immediately as soon as I end this stream. Thank you. Talk to you later.